Yeah, g'day all. Hope everyone's doing well out there. So I just thought I'd do a video, right? So I know a lot of people basically are spreading around that I'm ego when I'm very far from ego. You could ask anyone around me in life that I'm not ego-orientated. I just want you to... How can I explain to anyone out there that the information I have come from source and is the most truth that we'll ever get in one book? Because what I say is the truth. I'm not being ego, I'm just being 100% truth. And when I say that, it's going to sound like ego because it is the true information. If you don't believe it, check it yourself. Anyone that disagrees with what I write, just hit me back. There's no problem with that. Like I said, I'm always open to a debate. And basically, what is in this book is what taught me 41 years of my life to get to. And when I reached full enlightenment, I was showing everything that explained it so perfectly in design and how everything was created and why it was the way it was. So because I understood all this and I was shown by source all of it in a row, I knew this 3 years ago. And I was in the proceeding of putting it up on my channel as I was slowly progressing away from the Mandela Effect, talking about NPCs and everything, and beginning to give you a realization of what reality really was. And I stopped because basically it was being used for others' ad revenue and stuff like that. And even though it was information, it still is my time to do everything that I do. And to take the credit away, etc., of the originator, well, it kind of annoyed me because, hey, what's the point? You know, and my channel was always free, so it's not like I made ad revenue for it. I just wanted to help people and make them understand. Now, I went away and I promised you back then, well, I'm going to write a book. And I was writing a book back then, bits and pieces right there through anyway. But when I wrote the book, now, this book has been designed to actually break away all your indoctrination programmings that you've had since childbirth and make you remember again of what you are as that electromagnetic self-aware consciousness singularity. And it returns you to remember exactly what you are, because the information that's presented is undeniable. And like I said, anyone that wants to have a debate about what I say, that's fine. I'm open to that. There's no problem with that. But with the information, as you read through, it's supposed to, each chapter will allow you to gain more and more awareness of your surroundings, of what is already always showing around you, but you haven't noticed yourself because of the awareness. And basically because of the physical indoctrination driving you down into that stereotypical program of what you must do. You know, everything's always you do that or you do this. It's no, I'll decide what I want, because life isn't designed like that. You have the free will to do many things within the construct that's already designed for you to obey, but your free will is very, very limited. And within this understanding of what you really are, and it takes you right back to understand exactly what you really are inside of the construct right now, you will remember how divine you are in creation, how everything around you is divine, and it's all perfect the way it is, and it could not be any other way. And this is just a factual evidence of how creation is designed when you go right through it. Now, like I said before, there's a lot running around putting thumbs down when I say stuff about the book and that holds all the truth information. And by what I read in energy, yous are Christians, and yous don't like the information of what I'm saying. Well, I'll tell you one thing that it does say in your good book. It says, do not persecute others that come forth and try to bring you closer to Christ. And yous are. And I'm trying to teach you how to return to the true Christ, not the rewritten in a book over and over again and fabricated by the writer to include different intent towards a desired agenda of the future. And this is what I'm trying to wake everyone up with. Now, I use biblical passages. I use science. I use a lot of different religions. I use quantum physics. I use, and there's so much more within this book that explains everything around you. When I say everything, it goes right through from birth into the world, what everything has been around you, the way it is, and how you can see exactly what I say in every single thing that we've been brought up with. And the understanding of it is just undeniable. Like I said, the book is 100% from source, and like I said, I'm very, very willing to do a polygraph test. So any churches or Vatican, whatever the fuck, mate, it doesn't matter anymore. Just bring me a polygraph test, do whatever you want, and I'll do it. There's no problem with that. And after I've done that polygraph test, you can see yourself it's the 100% truth. So you can break your own indoctrination that you've fucking got for yourself. So, but when you're programmed in your own systematic belief cycle, and that's all you can see from being indoctrinated only into that one form of intent for your spirit, you don't actually see the big picture because you're only focused on that one path. To understand the one, you have to see the one as everything, as the one really is everything. And the only understanding of seeing creation as what it really is to see all of creation. And then when you understand all of creation is how you can actually see the original design of the manifested physical vibrational reality and what its intent was really about. So anyways, the book is 370 pages, like I told many. It will give you the exact insight into what your spiritual body is, how to use your spiritual body. It talks about the chakras, the kundalini, electromagnetic energy, energy paths, going right down into different ways to meditate, including quantum state meditation, a bit of different kinds of balancing that I've included in there. I don't want to release what's in there because other people will find out when they read through. But basically, it is an instruction manual, like many have said so far. It is an instruction manual for you as a spirit sitting in your avatar that may be more avatar-orientated at the moment, but for you to remember exactly what you really are. And what we all are is absolutely divine in creation and amazing. It's just that we've been led away from the truth and understanding, just like when you were young and you used to sit around and you used to play army men and you had one team versus the other team. You as a child was getting that information from source to understand how creation always works and the reason behind it. You were already understanding that there was that positive and that negative that had to fight each other in the physical construct, and that's what it was designed all for. So, but what I explain is very controversial. Don't get me wrong. It is very, 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 very controversial. And you really can't deny it. That's all I keep saying. So when you poke a thumbs down, please present yourself on my channel. If you're a bitch and you hide, well, fuck it, mate. That's what you is, eh? But if you really have an argument to what I'm saying, pop up on my channel and say what your piece is against what I'm saying, because I know that what I speak is the 100% factual proof from source itself. And believe it or not, like I said in the book, I've had miracles answer me. If you go back on my channel, you can see my friend Peaches that passed away, and I give her this book free out of the kindness of my heart because I heard Source tell me that she needed a book. And she was given the book, and my mum brought it back, and I signed it and all that for her and that, and then she had it again. But after she passed, we were sitting there talking about her and asking whether or not she got great insight from it. And the communications that happened after that is bizarre because it hasn't happened since then and exactly when we were actually talking about it that time. And if you go back on my channel and you look at, Code of Consciousness, Spiritual Encounter, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I've got no problem with anyone coming out to my house and examining my light switch and to see that there's nothing in it or anything like that. I've got no problem with that because I'm 100% factual proof of what I say, and I'm the truth of what I always say. So, you know, people don't present themselves showing that they've got agoraphobia, they're stuck in a fucking house, and actually show that they speak through their third eye and line, showing is when you're actually remembering what source showed and everything what it was, and they just don't do that. People don't donate money to other people out there when they have no money themselves if they're not good people, just so you can understand. People didn't help me with my dog, and I appreciate all the kind words that everyone gave me back then, but I needed money at the beginning to help save my dog, and it couldn't be done. And I lost him, and it killed me, right? That's fair enough. But that didn't mean that when One Harmony was in trouble, that I wasn't going to donate, because I did. And this is what I'm trying to point out to you, is just because people don't help you, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't help them. And just like I proved yesterday with Kelly, a lot of people say, oh, you know, well, this is how we are. And this, my life is fucking shit, mate. I could do with a donation off everyone. You know, I struggle to look after two elderly peeps as my own physical health as well, and the agoraphobia, and everything I've got to do all the time to live in life, but without fucking doing what normal people can fucking do because of the energy fuck me in my life. So, but to say, oh, well, I deserve other people to come and help me and shit, you know, that's fucking bullshit, because the only person that's ever going to help you is yourself at the moment, and that's the truth. And when you show someone else the kind compassion of that you can put yourself aside and not think about yourself for a second with your own struggles, and you can actually help someone else, that gives you such a great feeling, you know. You can remember how much we are really all family. And it can make you feel like the richest person in the world. You may not have any money after you've done it, and you may have to struggle worse than the person did that the person is that you help. But at the end of the day, you did that through your own free will because you have compassion towards humanity. And without all of us understanding this, how the fuck do you expect a collective that's individually orientated right now to become a full understanding of we are all joined as one and to treat each other exactly the same as you want to be treated, because that's exactly what it's always been. So, but this is what I'm saying, you know. So I'd like you to understand who I am, because I put up a lot of videos. I'm transparent as there's no problem with anything, mate. But if you have denial in my book, then present yourselves, because I know it's undeniable what I say, and your spirit just knows it itself. As soon as you start reading and getting into it, you'll know it yourself. But as I state once again, please do not take the teachings into a too literal understanding of what we can log in and we can log out, because at the moment it is not the right time. At the moment you're being taught throughout the book of how everything is manifested and how creation is being designed. When it is designed in what I say in the book, and the true knowing is actually knowing universal, you have these programs that can be removed, because they won't need to be actually in the matrix for there to understand or to overcome that judgment anymore. And this is where we're going right now. The whole point of this matrix is to return to spirit and find your true spirit. Not find a book of religion, not find anything physical in the matrix that tells you anything. It's always about you as being your soul and your spirit connected to God, which is that self-aware, intelligent energy that governs all of creation. And if you don't like that, that can be proven by science. And, you know, it's just, I'm not trying to stomp on anyone's toes. But remember, when you bring out the truth, there's always going to be other stuff that fights that truth. Now, the fact is if you don't believe it's the truth, I suggest you grab the fucking book and you take it and you go away and you rewrite what you want against it and bring it back to me and prove I'm wrong. Because the fact is, God has always been one. The biblical teachings, God is always one. Everything has always been, God is always one. And that's not what the book actually teaches, like, in general. It teaches everything. But when you understand that God is always one, you can see exactly how it has always been showing that right around you. It's only the individual's intent and the sociological or programming agendas that actually take you away from understanding the truth that was always there for you to see. So, peace, love, and respect all. I hope you're all doing well out there. Anyone interested in the book that I'm talking about, I guarantee it'll give you a nice wake-up in reality. Where it'll give you more of a wake-up than researching any flat earth, researching any conspiracy, researching anything online to do with the Mandela Effect. Fucking what I teach in the book is stop fucking looking at Mandela Effects, because you're creating them. And when you read the book, you can understand that you are the ones that are creating them. You want the Mandela Effect, so you keep creating them. You know, a lot of people's lives have gone into the Mandela Effect, and without the Mandela Effect, they don't have anything. So they keep creating the effect subconsciously into the collective, and that's exactly how everything is always manifested. That is the reason why we use our conscious mind instead of the subconscious, simply because we build and look and see everything in reverse of what we can as a divine spirit. Alright, peace, love, and respect all, and I hope everyone's well. And like I said, if you want to check out the book, the link is in description below. I've had a lot going on. Like I said the other day, I wasn't going to pop up for a while. I am popping up right now. I put up a few raps yesterday and that. Basically, I haven't got into doing the book review or anything like that because I had to put the money back at the moment. And we're doing stuff with the dog, with the vet, and we've got to do with the house we'll be selling and stuff like that. So I'm in between things all the time. I am still around the house though, but I'm on a lot of things and I've got to do a lot of stuff around here as well. And plus, like I said, I'm physically disabled with some things from what I've done in the past. So, but for me to get up online and show you, right? Now, people, I used to be a fucking shit cunt, back in the day. I'd rob you straight out. I'd break into your fucking house. I'd break into the shop. I'd drug deal, mate. I'd rob you plain as day on the fucking street and steal petrol out of your car while you fucking sleep. And, you know, I don't give a fuck. That's what I used to do. And that's what I did 20 fucking years ago, mate. But for me to be the way I am now and understand all of creation and try to teach is that for me, a person like that has the understanding of how to give to another without wanting anything in return, and then actually feeling good, because that's exactly what we should naturally do as humanity. That's something for anyone to think about. Why would I understand that when people that say that they're better than me, or because of their judgment of me, of who I am, don't even understand it themselves? So, like I said before judging me all the time, turn around and think about who you are. Go look at the mirror at you. And ask yourself out there, do you really, really, really have a connection to God? Because have you seen any miracles return back to you that show you the truth of all existence, to give you an answer from God? And another question is, why is it that because I had a miracle happen to me, that it's of Satan? When if it was a Christian that it happened to them, it would be of God. It's always judgment used in the programming. There's always intent used by the ones, and there's always the ones that see the truth using ego to judge what they see, to hold themselves back from understanding and creating a confrontation of information that really isn't needed to be there in the first place. So, peace, love, and respect to all my brothers and sisters. All my brothers out there, I hope you're getting real good insight out the book. All my sisters out there, exactly the same, sweethearts. I hope you're all doing very well, and that the book is giving you that realization of those little pieces that you've needed, and all the people that aren't even awake. I hope it just blows your fucking mind, because it will. And this is the most truth that we can ever have from Source, or the One. Everything inside this matrix constructed reality is a code of consciousness. And these codes of consciousness are part and parcel of understanding and bringing you back to spirit. It's only when you get to the awareness and the perception of understanding everything around you to give you that great insight, and then takes you right back to being in full synchronicity to the Source. And when you're in synchronicity with Source, everything that's all of those recorded frames of everything and all of those codes that have been manifested into physical reality are revealed to you of why they are actually there. And this is what I teach you in this book. Why everything has to be the way it is, always designed the way it is, including talking about what happened with the Mandela Effect. And trust me, no one out there has fucking said what it says in this book, because everyone else out there is fabricating and running away and trying to create conspiracy over something, and they're trying to manifest brand new intent into basically where we were actually shown by God that God intervenes with this physical reality to wake us up as spirit. So it is a bizarre world, and it's a backwards matrix. And those that want to understand the true design of this construct, check out my book. And those that don't, well, one day you will understand that I say the truth. Peace, love, and respect, brothers and sisters, and namaste, and light be with you all, because at the end of the day, we are all light. Peace. Yeah, g'day all.